Welcome, foolish mortals, to my channel. I'm Katie, and in this video, we're going to be looking at my first attempt at diamond painting. Over the past couple of years, diamond painting has gotten really popular, and as somebody who's previously been really into pixel art, the idea has always intrigued me. I looked in stores when I would see them, but all I ever saw were themes I didn't really care for. It'd always be like a wolf silhouette or a beach scene, and those just really aren't my aesthetic. One day, though, somebody in an art group told me you can actually find some cool gothy looking diamond paintings on Amazon. There was a bit of digging to do, as a lot of the skull paintings on Amazon are kinda hokey, but I eventually found this really cool design and put it on my wish list for Christmas. Thankfully, my sister got it for me. Now, when I tell you I wanted to start working on this thing right away, I'm not even exaggerating. I literally cleared a space and started working on it 2 days after Christmas. In the kit, you get the canvas with your picture printed on it. It also has the adhesive already applied and protected by a plastic film. I was a bit sad that some of the details were kind of diminished from what was shown on the listing, but I understand they need to pixelize the image for the concept to work. You also get a diamond picker tool with a small sheet of wax-like glue for it. Basically, it makes the tool sticky so that you can actually pick up the gems and apply them to your canvas. You also get a nifty little boat, which basically helps you separate out the gems. And of course, you get the gems themselves. Oh my god, the color palette of this kit, I literally want every shade of this as a lipstick. It just has really gorgeous deep reds and browns. I would even rock the greens. My first impression of the diamond painting was that it's very calming and fun. It's kind of like a search and find. You get to hunt down all the letters and the satisfying shaking around of the gems and the little pop of the sticking the gems down to the paper. I know now why people do it as an ASMR activity. Unfortunately, after putting in my first few hours of work into it and finishing my first little section, it did take me a while to return to it. When I did return to it and started working on larger areas, it became pretty apparent to me that with these round gems, it's a bit frustrating to try to keep things lined up. You can see me trying to straighten things out with my nails or the gem picker quite often. They do make special toolkits with things that help you straighten out the gems, and there are kits that even come with square gems instead of the round ones, but I had to make do with what I had. It wasn't too difficult to scooch the gems around, as the adhesive is kind of like stretchy. And yet again, after another few hours of working hard on this, I didn't return to it for a couple of months. This was mostly because I was also working on reorganizing my space so I could comfortably get to my desk. This time when I did return, it became a hyper focus for me. I was working on it for as long as I physically could. Hours were passing and I wasn't really noticing it. I was having to force myself to take breaks because I'd be like, just one more section, just one more. No need to tell you, I really enjoyed it as an activity. I also just really enjoy the tactile feeling of the gems, like running my fingers across the finished sections. The only annoying thing was when you're working on a larger area, you kind of like accidentally stick your hand to the paper a lot, especially since the sticky area goes beyond where the gems go, and because the stickiness is already applied to the canvas, this also made it a huge hair magnet. I think if I do one of these again, I definitely like to buy one of the tool sets that let you place multiple gems, because especially up at the top of the canvas, there was just like a field of nothing but D's, which were this like deep burgundy color.
D, 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 D.
I basically finished the rest of the painting over the course of about a week. And right at the very end, I did misplace one of the baggies of gems. I was so upset with myself because I'd been so good at keeping everything organized this whole time. I literally stopped filming and searched my entire desk area and then my entire house, thinking that maybe it had somehow like stuck to me and like fell off when I went to get a drink or something. And it was a baggie I needed for literally one more gem in the final section, so I just replaced it with the next closest color. Wouldn't you know it, that dang bag was hiding under the canvas the whole time. After finishing, I was debating whether or not to seal the painting. When I looked it up, I saw mixed suggestions. Some people said it was best to seal it so that it's not sticky and it makes it more shiny, but other websites suggested just framing it and that it would mess it up if you coated it. But I went ahead and decided I would seal it. I kind of wanted to be able to hang it up like a poster, so I tried to wipe off and use like barely sticky tape to remove the fur and hair that was still stuck to it. Unfortunately, after sealing it, I did notice that the sealant kind of just coated and highlighted the hairs. I did have to try and pluck all of the hairs out of it afterwards. It was a bit sad also that the spray did diminish the facets on the gems, but I do like how smooth it looks. In the end, I did end up ordering a frame for it anyways. And to make it look a little more finished and polished in the frame, I went ahead and painted the borders with black because I didn't want the white to show through in the frame. It didn't end up showing through anyways, but I just wanted it to be as nice looking in the frame as possible. Altogether, I really enjoyed this as a craft. It's very satisfying and it's fun to watch it all come together. I definitely want to try doing more of these and maybe even try making a custom one. I was also really surprised about how many extra gems the kit included. Like, it basically gave me more than double than what I needed to complete the kit. And I really want to find a way to use them, like on future projects, or maybe just bedazzle everything. If you're interested in trying this kit for yourself, I will have it linked down below, as well as the frame that I ended up using. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment to help support my channel, and if you're feeling extra generous and want to support me in other ways, my Linktree will also be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stay weird.